Super Bowl 51 is easily arguably one of the greatest Super Bowls in history. This championship takes place in Houston, Texas on February 5th, 2017. The Atlanta Falcons and the New England Patriots play for the Lombardi Trophy. If the Falcons win this game, it would be their first Super Bowl win. If the Patriots win, it would be Brady and Belichick's fifth Super Bowl win. ESPN predicted the Patriots would win by 3, but the game could go anyone's way. The game started off by our former president, George W. Bush, flipping the coin. After the Falcons won the coin toss, they chose to defer and began to take their place on the kickoff. Matt Bryant, the Falcons kicker, started off the bowl with a touchback. This allowed the Patriots to begin their push to the end zone at the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense takes the field, led by Tom Brady, and are down one of their usual starters, Rob Gronkowski, who is out with a back issue. The opening drive of Super Bowl 51 starts off as an incomplete pass from Tom Brady to Julian Edelman. This is followed by a short pass from Brady to Julian Edelman for 9 yards. It's now 3rd and 1, and LeGarrette Blount is stopped short of the first down line. It is 4th and 1, so Ryan Allen punts the ball for the Patriots. The Falcons return for a short gain, but there's a holding flag. The Falcons now start their drive at their own 8-yard line. The first play was to Devontae Freeman, which had a big gain of 37 yards. The Falcons' offense is the best offense in the NFL and averages 33.8 points per game in the regular season. They have a good receiving corps led by Julio Jones and an MVP quarterback, and a group of excellent running backs, Devontae Freeman and Trayvon Coleman. The drive comes to a stop, and the Falcons are forced to punt. At the end of the quarter, the game is tied at 0. A few drives later, the Patriots are moving the ball and getting first downs from their own 18 yards and the Falcons' 33-yard line. On the 29-yard line, LeGarrette Blount runs left and gets tackled and fumbles the ball, and Atlanta recovers it. This fumble starts a downfall in the Patriots' offense. So far, this Super Bowl has been quiet, but this fumble sparks up the Falcons' offense, and it later sparks up the crowd, because this sets up for a big Falcons drive. After recovering the fumble, the Falcons start off this possession with a 19-yard pass to the Falcons' star wide receiver, Julio Jones. They continue to throw the ball down the field for another pass to Jones for 23 yards. Devontae Freeman carries the ball for another 14 yards, following the 2 catches by the Falcons' receiving corps. He gets handed the ball a second time, however, only a 9-yard run this time. After a Patriots timeout, the Falcons drive it into the end zone with another Freeman run, resulting in a touchdown. After receiving a Patriots punt, the Falcons begin their 4th drive down the field, where they pass to Taylor Gabriel for 24 yards. Matt Ryan throws a pass to Julio Jones for 18 yards, putting the ball on the Patriots' 20. They hand the ball off to Coleman, who only runs for 1 yard, leaving the ball on the New England's 19-yard line. Ryan throws another pass to Austin Hooper for 19 yards. This results in a Falcons' 2nd Super Bowl touchdown, giving them a 14-0 lead. After the Patriots push down the field, they reach Atlanta's 23-yard line, with a variety of passes and runs to get them there. In an attempt to complete their drive, Tom Brady threw an unsuccessful pass that was picked off by Robert Alford, one of Atlanta's cornerbacks. With the ball in hand, he was successful in returning the interception for 82 yards. The reception was rounded off with a kick from Matt Bryant, putting the Falcons ahead of the Patriots 21-0. It's now 21-0 with 2 minutes and 21 seconds left to go until half. The Patriots need to score to get some momentum going. Tom Brady starts the drive on his own 25-yard line. Tom Brady drives the ball to the Falcons' 15, but they lost yards, and it's now 3 and 18 at the Falcons' 23-yard line. With 2 seconds to go, Steven Gostkowski then kicks the 41-yard field goal, and it's good. So it is now 21-3 at the half. The Patriots are down by 18 at the half. The chances of the Patriots winning are very slim. The Falcons seem so far ahead to be dominating the Patriots right now. The Pepsi halftime show was performed by Lady Gaga. It was a great and entertaining show. The next half would begin after it. The crowd and everyone was expecting the Falcons to win. To expand their lead even farther, Matt Ryan and the Falcons offense take the field. They start off their drive with a 15-yard pass to Taylor Gabriel down the middle of the field. Following this, they completed a handoff to Trayvon Coleman for another 5 yards. Matt Ryan threw another pass to Taylor Gabriel, only this time they completed it for 35 yards. They continued to drive down the field and were able to complete a touchdown with a drive by Devontae Freeman into the end zone. This capitalizes the Falcons' lead to 28 to the Patriots' 30. It's 28-3, and the Patriots are down by 25 points. The Patriots start at the 25-yard line. They drive to the other 7-yard line, and it's 1st and goal. Tom Brady hands it off for 2 yards, and it's now 2nd and goal. Tom Brady hands it off to James White for 5 yards, and it's the Patriots' first touchdown of the game. It's now 20-9 with the extra points to go. Stephen Gostkowski kicks it right and hits the post, and it's no good. The next Falcon drive ends in a punt, so the Patriots have another chance to score again, and they start at their own 13-yard line. The first play is to Mitchell for 15 yards. The Patriots drive to the Falcons' 7, but Brady gets sacked for 5 yards. Now it's 2nd and goal at the Falcons' 12-yard line. Brady hands it off to James White for 2 yards, but the next play, Brady gets sacked again. So it's 4th and goal. Stephen Gostkowski, 33-yard field goal is good. After the Falcons' lead begins to decrease, their next drive becomes even more crucial. They begin with a run by Trayvon Coleman for 8 yards. They hand the ball off again to Coleman. However, this time he is injured on the play and is forced off the field. With one of their backfield members injured, the Falcons decide to go back in the pocket and pass. While Matt Ryan is in the pocket, Dante Hightower sacks Ryan and forces him to fumble, and it is recovered by the Patriots. Going off the Falcons' turnover, the Patriots start at the Falcons' 25, and things are starting to turn around. The Patriots capitalize on their drive with a touchdown by Danny Amendola. The Patriots decide to try for 2, and the attempt is success, with James White run up the middle. The Patriots' momentum is starting to gain, and the start of the comeback with a score of 20-28. The next Falcons drive ends in a punt, and the Patriots get another chance to score. It's 20-28, and if the Patriots get a touchdown with 2-point conversion, they could tie the game. But they only have 3 minutes and 30 seconds to do so. The Patriots start at their own 9-yard line and need to gain 91 yards. They march it down to the end zone with James White, who runs it in. The Patriots need the 2-point conversion, and they throw it to Danny Amendola, and he fights it into the end zone. The game is tied with 57 seconds left. The score is tied at the beginning of overtime, with a tied score of 28-28. The coin toss could determine the outcome of the game, due to the first touchdown of the game being crowned Super Bowl champions. The Patriots win the toss, and they elect to receive. If they kick a field goal, and the Falcons fail to, they would also win. The Patriots offense takes the field, and they begin their drive. The drive starts at the 25-yard line, and they manage to drive to the Falcons' 2-yard line. Tom Brady hands it off to James White, who runs it outside, and it fights into the end zone, and he gets it. It's 34-28, and the Patriots win Super Bowl 51. The Patriots had the largest comeback in Super Bowl history, coming back from a 25-point deficit. It's Tom Brady and Coach Belichick's 5th Super Bowl win. Some of the most clutch and important moments of the Super Bowl came in the form of catches. 2 of the most memorable catches were caught by Julio Jones and one by Julian Edelman. Julio Jones went out to run a pass route as usual. The pass was close to the sideline. Football rules clearly state no catch can be made when one or more of the receiver's feet are out of bounds. The reason this catch was so memorable was due to the fact that Jones was able to snag it while keeping both feet inside play, and it looks like he's defying gravity in the process. Julian Edelman's catch came at a very important time in the Super Bowl. Tom Brady steps back and throws it deep to Julian Edelman. He is surrounded by 3 Falcons defenders, but still manages to catch it. It's a 23-yard catch, and the Falcons challenge the ruling on the field, and they lose the challenge, and as a result, they lose their final timeout. This is one of the greatest catches in the game, and it was important for the Patriots' win.